So Gary, if somebody has a flood in their house, I mean, that's a pretty big thing, and I know how roofing does. So what happens during a flood, and how do you guys approach fixing a house that's been flooded?
Well, different things can cause a flood. It could be a burst pipe because of cold weather, which we've had extremely cold weather this past winter. And so, pipes can burst and cause that flood. Right now, we have the major thaw going on right now. So some of the foundations can't handle all that water at one time, especially if rain starts coming down. Yeah. So you can get a flood in your basement very easily that way.
And are we talking mostly floods in basements? I mean, what happened?
No, not at all. Actually, my next door neighbor, they go to Florida every year in February, and
it's a good time to go to Florida.
It is, yeah, absolutely. So last year they came home and they gave me a call and said, Gary, you're not going to believe this. Our kitchen ceiling is on the floor of the kitchen.
Oh, geez.
So what happened, they had an upstairs leak in one of the bathrooms. It just was a slow leak. It built up, and then, the drywall got so wet that it just came crashing
right through.
down.
Oh, that's not a great way to come home from vacation.
No. So what happens, we have a very reliable company that we work with. We partner with them.
Okay.
And they will come in and do the mitigation. And the mitigation, basically, in this case, is the cleanup. Of course, all that drywall came down and had to be cleaned up.
And that's kind of the first step of anything, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. You have to do the cleanup. Now, as far as the flooring goes, the flooring was damaged as well. It was a wood floor.
Yeah.
So all that had to be torn up and cleaned up underneath as well.
And that's something you handle. So in other words, if we have a bunch of water, in the kitchen or whatever, you're going to get rid of the water.
Right.
Whatever damaged.
Yeah, they will mitigate any water. If it's standing water, they will come in and mitigate the water. And then they actually do all the demo work. And by demo, really all they have to do is cut 2 feet up on the drywall.
Okay.
As long as it wasn't any deeper than that.
Because the water was seeping up, or how
and the drywall will pull it up into it, and then you have mold, and you don't know how many days it's been there if you've been on vacation like that. So they'll go in.
Is there a dry-off period then? You got to let
so what they'll do is they'll go in, remove, first of all, everything that was on the floor had to be taken out of there. They'll do what's called a flood cut. They cut 2 feet up, and then they put in large dehumidifiers and air movers. And in some cases, air scrubbers, just to make sure there's no mold spores in the air and so on. So then what we do is we go in and we do the rebuild. So we put that ceiling back up, we put the walls back up. In their particular case, my neighbor, the cabinets all got damaged because the water was coming down from above. So all the cabinets had to come out, and we went in with new cabinets.
So I was just curious, can somebody pick new cabinets through you, or do they just go out and buy? How does that work?
No, absolutely. We have sources for the cabinets, and we can give them a booklet. Or if they want to go out, they can go to one of the big box stores and choose cabinets there. But whatever they choose, we go back in, we put those, hang them, make sure everything is level and all of that, and then do the drywall. So that 2 feet up, we have to go back in and repair that drywall.
And if there's any painting or anything needs doing in terms of that?
Yes. And again, I'll use my neighbor as an example. You have to paint. Yeah. But when you paint, you're not just going to paint the 2 feet up.
Right.
You have to do the entire room. Yeah. And then the ceiling as well, because we had to prime and paint that.
Now, is that typically, that's like an insurance?
Absolutely.
And what's your role then with the insurance company? Are you working with them, or?
Yeah, we're actually a preferred contractor for a lot of the insurance companies and agents, for that matter.
Right.
And they'll give us a call and say, hey, Mrs. Smith has water damage. Can you go check it out? I don't know the extent of it.
Sure.
But her deductible is X. If it's not going to be any more than that, let us know.
Okay.
So we'll go in there and, we give an honest evaluation, and, I'll call that agent and say, hey, I recommended this lady didn't file a claim because just by filing a claim, even if it's not paid out, it counts against you with the insurance company.
Right.
So in that case, if let's say a deductible is $2,500 and there's, $1,500 worth of damage, we'll just obviously
do it.
Do it for the $1,500 and not have them file a claim.
And then if there is more damage than the insurance company thought in terms of what it was going to cost, do do you work with, you tell them, hey, look, guys, there's more here than you thought, or?
Yes. We meet with the adjuster all the time. We always tell the homeowner, let me know when the adjuster's coming. We'll meet with them. We want to make sure they don't miss anything, and we don't miscalculate anything as well. And we use the same software the insurance companies use. It's called Xactimate. The adjuster will come out and he'll take his notes, take his pictures, and then he'll go into Xactimate and type in everything he sees that needs to be done, to the minute details like floor protection. We have to put down what's called ram board to protect the other flooring because we're coming in and out, and we don't want to trample over carpet, things like that.
There's probably, I suppose there's some things codes. Related things you have to meet. That's all part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And we make sure we meet any code possible. For it's not so much interior, but there are definitely codes with the exteriors that we do. Yeah. And unless we're doing electrical or plumbing, which we have to do often, and then we make sure we meet any expectations of the state as far as any permitting goes, or things like that.
So bottom line, if I have a flood in my house, I'm like, I don't know how to fix it, I don't know what to do. You guys, if you come on in, you're actually gonna, everything from get rid of the water, the junk, prep the thing, but also you're meeting with the insurance guy. Like, that's all being handled for me, right? I just want it done.
Absolutely.
That's nice.
Well, we don't expect you to sit there and talk to the adjuster and tell him all the issues that you see.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. So we go in and we let the customer know we're here to help you. We know how to do this. We've been doing this for years. We know what has to be repaired. We know every little nuance of the repair. It might be removing an electrical box and putting it back for whatever reason, water got inside it, and maybe it's not in the Xactimate. We'll make sure that we do our part with the adjuster and say, I think you missed this. Do you want to take a look at it? We don't argue with the adjusters. We don't feel that's right. We just will point out things to them maybe they missed, give them our own Xactimate as well. They can compare them, and if they agree with it, they'll take ours rather than theirs, or take parts of ours. And so we make sure we get, dot the I, cross the T's.
That's great.